Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. If you've had to deal with a narcissistic personality, this reading will be for you. I am going to look at each one of the zodiac signs per element, so it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, and in particular Venus sign. For a person you may have to deal with, or a person who you dealt with who was a narcissist. So we're going to look at it per zodiac sign. Don't forget that each one of us have a bit of a narcissistic tendency because it's about the ego and putting yourself first. I look at a narcissist as someone who's really taken it to the next level in terms of their exaggerated ability to exploit others who they supposedly love and care for. So I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope that you can take something away from it that might be helpful in helping you to cope with or manage your narcissistic or the narcissist in your life. So thank you and enjoy the readings. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is for those of you who are dealing with the narcissistic Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is for those of you who are dealing with, this is a family card. This is Cancer, Libra energy. This is for those of you who are dealing with or have a narcissistic Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius in your life that you're still having to manage and deal with. This could be an ex-partner. This can be your current partner. This can be a family member. But we're looking at it like this aspect of the narcissist that you still have to deal with. You can't just get this person out of your life. So we're looking at the energies from a karmic standpoint of what you're trying to deal with. And we're going to look at strategies that might help you cope right now with dealing with a narcissistic Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. By the way, I hope you're enjoying the holidays, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holiday you choose to, or just enjoying life in the month of December. So this is for the Sagittarius. Oops, we almost have one try to turn over. Let's go ahead and stop. We have, again, something like the family card. That's interesting. That's marriage. We have the family card back here again. My goodness. What is going on with the energy for the Sagittarius narcissistic personality? And finally, we have captivity. So if you have been dealing with or had to deal with a narcissistic type Sagittarius personality, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you were probably dealing with someone who was wanting to have stability in their personal life, but on the other hand, feeling not satisfied with this. Very contrary type energy, wanting to have a stable partner, having a strong desire for this and acting on this, so somehow trying to build this up. But I feel like it's on the other hand someone who's saying, oh yes, I'm doing this, but I don't really plan to stick around, or setting up a family structure or a stable partner. And family doesn't necessarily have to mean kids. I mean moving in together, taking steps like they're building up something long term, but then saying something to give an impression that they're leaving. So let me give an example. They're moving in with you, but looking for jobs in another state, or making moves to leave, or telling you, oh yeah, I'm moving in with you. I love you, but I don't plan to stay with you forever, because they were having a hard time feeling like they could commit, even though one part of them strongly wanted to or wants to. This can also be with family members or children doing the same type of thing, indicating that they want to, let's say, even do their homework or be involved with college or education, but then on the other hand, not doing this in the reality of things. Sorry about the background noise. We have Megan. So what's going on in the background of this? So that was the karmic energy for Sagittarius. It can also be a lot of Sagittarius who were in those situations where they built up a stable, long-term relationship or family life, and then losing it, and because they didn't value it, they took it for granted in a way, and then they lost it. And now with this captivity here, they can feel embattled because they lost something that was of great value, and they have a greater appreciation for these things now. They realize the value of it. So let's see what else is happening. Guys, hold on. I have to cut and close because that is getting really. Let's see. Hopefully that's a bit better. So finally, let's see. So this is for the Sagittarius, narcissistic personality, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Best way to deal with their energy right now, especially for ones that you can't get away from because they're family members. It can be children, spouses, partners, work associates, bosses. We have major arcana death, and we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like a lot of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, narcissistic type personalities really might be in a situation where they're ready to, I don't know how you say that, like, I feel like if I go down, I'll take you down with me. Like they're ready, like if you play chess, it's like sacrificing a queen to win. This ultimate of sacrificing something of high value to win. I can't think of how to say that. Like, if you tell them it's over, we're stopping. I especially with the Ace of Swords here, I know all the things that you've done. You never appreciated me. You never valued me. It's over. They will accept it. They will say, okay, yeah, you're right. It's over. I did those things. It's over. I'm gone. I'm out. Like they're fed up in a way. Even they're fed up with their own failures. They're fed up with their own shortcomings. And they're easily in a position where they feel like they don't deserve, if they've made these kind of mistakes, they feel like they should be punished. This feels like someone who should be punished with this combination of major arcana death and the Ace of Swords. They're willing to accept the punishment. We also have the Nine of Swords now, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this feels like someone who feels very unhappy or at odds with their behavior, how they've behaved. And it's clear with the Seven of Pentacles here that somehow they're at fault, that the problem has come from them. So this is dealing with the Sagittarius narcissistic personality right now. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going to be the final situation here? I'm dealing with the Sagittarius narcissistic personality. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus right now. Oh, okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. And we have the Ace of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles here. So I feel like if you're dealing with this type of personality, this is a person who has a greater value for the people who support them, which is typically family and friends. They realize the value of these things when perhaps in the past they did not realize how valuable it was with this Nine of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. They really did not realize the value and the power with this Ace of Wands of having the support of friends, having the supportive structure of a family, having structure, even with the Gates here, this guy in jail, in captivity, having structure to your life. They're realizing that it can give them purpose. So again, we're dealing with a narcissistic personality. Doesn't mean that they can change overnight with this
Major Arcana Death, it doesn't mean that they could just pick up from one day to the next and do better. But it seems to me like if you're still having to cope with them, this would be a strategy on how you approach them and speak with them, trying to reinforce, yeah, the necessity for structure, the necessity for family, the necessity for having a support structure, that they can't go it alone and they can't do it alone. You know, what do they say? A no-caring man doesn't have a home. And you can't do it alone. They may think, or they may have thought that they could do it alone, even with Major Arcana Death here, but they have found that they can't do it alone. So it's a strategy on how you can approach them. Let's see what else is coming out for dealing with your narcissist. Sagittarius, you probably still love or care about, and they're still in your life, and you can't just walk away and get away from them. We have the Queen of Wands. Can you see that? Queen of Wands. We have Major Arcana the Hermit. There's some people on these. We have Major Arcana the Hermit. And we have the Prince of Swords. It's kind of like the Knight of Swords. Let me look at this for a second. You know, I feel like they're fighting beyond being a narcissistic personality. They're trying to fight something in their own nature, especially with the Queen of Wands here. But with Major Arcana, the Hermit, again, I think there has been a realization that they can't go it alone. They feel like they need support and structure in their life. They're looking more towards longevity, especially with the 10 of Pentacles and their own legacy and what they're going to leave behind. And possibly with this Prince of Swords feeling like, yeah, what will they sacrifice? What's worth sacrificing? Is like I'm trying to say, sacrificing the ability to move around quickly, or freedom. Perhaps having some type of stable life with family is worth sacrificing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But they don't want to lose their nature. They don't want to lose their, I guess you could even say, fire in a way, especially with him holding this lantern here. They don't want to lose that inner fire. And they feel like they could if they give up too much, you know. Sounding a little bit also like a midlife crisis in this reading. So finally, what's the strategy for a person who's dealing with a narcissistic Sagittarius? Narcissistic Sagittarius right now. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What could be the final strategy? Then we're going to pull a good tarot. I hope you guys did enjoy the reading. If you did, hit the like. Leave a comment. It's an odd reading, I know. No, I want to put that one more time. Final strategy for dealing with a narcissistic. We have the Three of Swords. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups 2 times now, guys. And finally, we have the Two of Cups. Look at that. So I feel like a lot of Sagittarius narcissistic type personalities may, in a way, have deviated away from their narcissism due to circumstances in life, especially with having had to deal with Saturn and possibly, yeah, in general, just wanting things to be quite stable and calm in their life.
So with this 10 of Swords, with the 3 of Swords, I feel like this is a person who's really gone through a lot and really wanting to overcome the characteristics of dealing with a narcissistic persona to having something better. They just want to have something better. Be careful, because if it's not a real change and they're just seeking out type of love and stability, and they haven't really tried to address their narcissistic tendencies, then it could be a temporary fix, especially with this Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Swords. This feels like a temporary fix, gaining something out of having a relationship with you in any capacity. But once they feel better or they've gotten up on their feet, taking off again and getting back into their old ways. We're going to go ahead and take both of these. We have the 8 of Earth and we have the Sun. Which one should we read? I feel like we should read the 8 of Earth, because I think the Sun is pretty clear about the positive energy associated with that. I think in general, so let's say it like that. A Sagittarius who's been through a lot and looking for temporary refuge away from the challenges that they've had in their life could easily seek out the support of family or a stable relationship or commitment, getting married, to cover this in a way. But then I feel like a lot of positive things will be coming in towards them anyway, with Major Arcana the Sun here. And they could easily forget the help that they get from others once they get back up on their feet and leave you high and dry. I'm going to tell you honestly, that's what I'm getting overall from all of this. So the 8 of Earth is apprenticeship, gaining knowledge, learning and employing a new craft or skill. You see, to try to hold that like that. Even masters of their craft have more to learn, and I eagerly embrace the opportunity to go deeper, develop a greater understanding, and find new ways to apply what I know. I acknowledge all I have learned and accomplished, the skills I have developed, and the goals I have reached. Now is the time to find new ways to apply what I know to enhance my expertise. My beginner's awkwardness has melted away, and I know where I am, what I am doing now. I have the confidence to become more intimate with the work in all areas of my life. So I'm getting from this that if you're dealing with a narcissistic ex or a narcissistic personality who's still in some way involved in your life, to me it feels like you might want to turn the focus more on yourself, no matter what they're coming back and telling you. Doesn't mean you have to shut them out, but I feel like you should make yourself the first priority in any case. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Otherwise, I wish you a great holiday season. Bye-bye.